Let's talk about fat girl insecurities.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
I love all my women. This is definitely a woman empowering page or channel, but I want to talk to my plus size women specifically today because I ran into some TikTok and this girl was, or I'll probably put it in here, but
one of the things about growing up fat that I've learned is that you tend to think that your romantic life is just one big joke. Like if someone's talking about you romantically or like you being in a relationship or whatever, you think that they're just joking, like, because like who would want to be in a relationship with you? And that has been my fucking downfall.
And I like wholeheartedly related to that video. I really feel like that stems from, or we're gonna talk about where that stems from, but we have to really talk about the insecurities that plus size women have. Like, it's ridiculous. And it's like only, I'm not gonna say only we have them, but we do have our own set of insecurities that I feel like were instilled in us. I feel like we have these certain kinds of insecurities because of what we used to watch on television, how they used to portray plus size people in movies, shows, etc. So it's like we kind of have some trauma that I didn't really even know I had after but like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, dang, I think I do. So that's definitely one of them. I was never able to take anybody seriously. When dating online is a little different because, you know, people make it known that they like you, but when it comes to like in-person things, I don't know if I would know if somebody's flirting with me. Honestly, I honestly would not know if someone is flirting with me or not because I can't, especially if I'm around some of my friends or my family, because they're hot, right? And they're usually a lot slimmer than me. I'm usually always the biggest one in the group. I've never really had that many plus size friends, which I don't know why. I want some. Please find me in New York. Hey, friends, come my way. But yeah, so since I was always like the biggest one in the group, I'm not saying that I'm ginormous. I'm not saying that. It's just like all of my friends and family were always a lot slimmer than me. So I was like, oh my God. So, you know, they're not going to be like talking to me specifically. Like, what? You're not talking to me. You must not be flirting with me. This must be a joke, or you must just be playing around, or, you know, you're being malicious or something. You know, that would be my way of thinking. So I would always, and again, that turns around to me believing why they always make plus size people jokesters on television. It was almost like a plus size person can't have a main role or a main character unless they were funny. Besides Precious was like the only exception that I can honestly think of where she was the main character, plus size, and it was not a comedy movie. It was not a funny movie at all. It was very serious. But that is like the only movie that I can think of, and it was kind of negative. It was kind of in a pretty negative light. So I've never seen anything else besides that. Any other time, it's kind of like the way that they portray gay men on television. Usually they're really flamboyant. They're really, you know, and not all gay men are like that. So they might have some traumas too, but there's definitely some things that I feel like they instilled in children when they were younger, and I think honestly they still do now, that has really just kind of stuck with us, and I didn't notice until now. The first one is, you know, taking everything like a joke, kind of making jokes and laughing things off. Definitely something I do. Clothes. Oh my God. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm going to use the Cheetah Girls as an example. They love to dress bigger or plus size women on television in just all these clothes. All these different fabrics and layers just to try to cover up the fat that honestly the clothes end up making them look even bigger. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to tell you right now, I swear I used to do the same thing. My belly is something that's always been an insecurity of mine, and I swear I used to do anything to cover it up. So I used to wear jackets and, you know, capes and cardigans and all these different things that would just cover me up, and I would have all this fabric on. Oh my god. Oh my god, I would look absolutely insane. I mean, I thought I would look cute at the time, but now that I think about it, right now, look at me wearing a crop top, honey, leggings. I don't got a faja on. It's a fat everywhere, and honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care, because this is my body, and if I didn't like my body, then I would change it. But right now, I'm not in the mood, so this is what it is, and I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want to wear, because I have to be happy with my own life. Whether you're happy with my life or not, it's really not my problem. That's yours. So the way that they used to dress, I used to think that I had to dress like that. If they felt like they needed to cover up all these things, I would honestly believe that, okay, so if they, you know, that's how you cover up your fat, that's how you pretend that you're not fat or something, is to just get all these layers and put them on top of your body. And again, the Cheetah Girls, for an example, all of them were actually really slim. It just so happens, like in part 2, I want to say, of the Cheetah Girls, Raven started, yeah, a little bit of meat, get a little bit of meat on her. Still very slim, okay? She was barely plus size. I wouldn't even say she was plus size. Again, she was just getting a little bit thicker. Nothing wrong with that, but they draped her in all these large fabrics. They tried to cover all of these things, and again, it made her look so much bigger on the television. And the Cheetah Girls and That's So Raven was just things that I loved. Those were my childhood shows. I love that. I remember singing to them. I remember going to a friend's house because the Cheetah Girls premiere was coming out, and I had to go watch it with my friends. You know what I'm saying? And me, again, being a plus size person my entire life, I was always a little chunky thing, you know what I'm saying? So these things would really resonate with me, and I guess they stuck with me for a long time until I decided that they were not gonna hold me back anymore. And honestly, I could think of so many other things the way they used to portray, and sometimes they still currently portray plus size people on television, on social media, in the media, just everywhere in general. I love to see what's happening in the world and how people are becoming a little bit more accepting, I guess, where, you know, everything's a lot more inclusive when it comes to clothing, modeling, movie roles, all these things. But I still think we have a really long way to go, and honestly, it starts with us. We have to carry ourselves with a certain amount of confidence and acceptance within ourselves in order for the world to accept us. It's kind of a messed up thing, but it's true, and it's just kind of how it is right now. So as long as you can walk into the room and know that you're the absolute shit, people are gonna think that you're the absolute shit, okay? So you just have to hold your head up high. You have to instill that self-love and confidence within yourself first before you can go out into the world and expect that from other people, honestly. To all of my plus size big girls out there, okay, you are loved, you are beautiful, and you can be accepted in this world. You can be loved in this world. You have absolutely everything to offer, plus more, okay? Pun intended. Pun intended. I love you guys so much. Go ahead and comment down below if you have experienced anything that I talked about in this video, or anything else that you've seen on TV on the way they portray plus size people. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications. You don't be wanting to miss out on any of yours. Isn't that weird when you're like, your cleavage can go like all the way up to your neck? Isn't that funny? Anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.